Ladies and gentlemen, if you would take your seats, we can then start today's FAO Awards ceremony. So before we start, I'd just like to let everybody know that there is interpretation in 6 languages. You'll find it on the small headset underneath the table. There's a small headset which you can plug into the ear jack and you'll be able to hear. And then there's the blue button to go up and down depending upon the language you'd like to listen to. Thank you everybody for being here. My name is Yasmina Bouzian and I'm with the Office of Corporate Communication. And I think today is a wonderful day to be celebrating together the achievements of individuals, organizations, and their contributions to zero hunger, which is what this FAO Award evening is. We have various awards tonight, each honoring important contributions that have to do with food security, nutrition, and sustainable development. I'd like to first and foremost welcome the Director General of FAO, José Graciano da Silva, who will be here to present the awards. And he is joined here at the dais with Madame Maria Elena Semedo, Mr. Daniel Gustafsson, and Mr. Laurent Thomas, the 3 Deputy Director Generals. Thank you and welcome to all. FAO Awards, as you must already know, were established, in fact, by a resolution of the FAO Conference, recognizing achievements and they're all named by former Director Generals. So, of course, it is fitting that during conference we have these awards. In addition, we are actually very lucky to be able to present the first ever, later on, Innovation Award for Sustainable Food and Agriculture. This was announced in October 2018 by both FAO and the government of Switzerland. So without further ado, I'd like to just show a short video, which we can all view together, and give the floor to the Director General. Thank you. That was just a quick overview of what you will be having this evening. So I'd like to now hand the floor over to the Director General, Mr. José Graciano da Silva.
Thank you, Yasmina. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, welcome to FAO Awards Ceremony 2019. We will recognize this evening the achievements of individuals and institutions that have been working with FAO very hard. It is very important to showcase of positive results and concrete ways in which we can work together. The Margarita Lizárraga Medal pays tribute to a former senior fishery officer of FAO. The other 4 awards are named after former FAO Director Generals, Binay Sen, Adek Boerma, Edouard Salma, and Jacques Diouf. This evening, I will also present the new Innovation Award for Sustainable Food and Agriculture, which was launched last year together with the government of Swiss. It recognizes the importance of innovation for family farmers. Colleagues, regarding today's awardees, let me welcome the author of the law on food labeling and advertising in Chile, His Excellency Senator Guido Girardi. That's in the front row. Senator Girardi is representing the group of parliamentarians that has won the Jacques Diouf Award. The Chilean law on labeling and advertising, it shows the importance of appropriate policies and a legal framework to provide healthy diets and address malnutrition, particularly obesity. Let me also welcome Jean Martinez Arens, Deputy Director and Managing Editor of the El País. He will receive the Burma Award on behalf of El País editorial team for their active and consistent communication on important issues affecting global hunger, malnutrition, sustainable development, and the 23rd Agenda. Let me also highlight one of co-recipients of Sauma Award, Ms. Geraldine Mukeshimana, Minister of Agriculture and Natural Resources of Rwanda. Unfortunately, she left yesterday, but I had the honor to give the award on my office before her departure. She was recognized for tackling youth unemployment and other challenges faced youth in agriculture in Africa. My congratulations go also for the other awardees this evening. Dr. Khurshid Ahmad, Animal Husbandry Commission from the Ministry of Food Security and Research in Pakistan. His Excellency Inge Norden, Ambassador and Permanent Representative of Norway to the Rome-based agencies. Mr. Asman Choudhury, Strategic Leader from Practical Actions in Bangladesh. Ms. Ana Patricia Cota Gomes, Manager of Imaflora from Brazil. Ms. Evelyn Onambusi, Interim Head of Youth in the Agribusiness Office of the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture in Nigeria. Let me also mention our FAO staff that were laureate. Mr. Serge Tissot, Serge, welcome. Mr. Tissot is awarded for his work as a representative in South Sudan, a very difficult environment during the civil war in the country. He is now in Somalia. Also, we will award our staff, Mr. Salam Hassan, who is awarded for his work on a very difficult environment, Yemen. And I thank very much the presence of the minister and the representative of Yemen in this audience. They have been working in challenging situations of conflict, and they have managed to improve significantly FAO's work on the ground. Congratulations to all of you. Your work is an inspiration for all of us. Thank you very much for your contribution.
Thank you, Director General, for your words and for also being able to remember every single one of the awards and who has won them. I would like to also take the opportunity here to just highlight that it is a long selection process. There's also a lot of steps for people and individuals to be cleared. It culminates in a selection committee, a screening and selection committee, and I'd like to recognize our three representatives of the selection committee, honorable guests, honorable selection committee, and honorable ambassadors. Thank you for being here with us today. We also have a number of ministers and delegations who are here. We have the delegation of Yemen who is here to support our colleagues Salah. So thank you all very much for being here, as well as everybody else. But as I know this is a little bit like the Oscars, I might get booted off if I speak too long and I don't actually allow the Director General to honor those who need to be honored. I'm going to move on very quickly to the award ceremony. The first award is going to be presented for the B.R. Sen Award. It's presented to field officers for their outstanding contribution to their country of assignment. I would like to first ask the Director General to take a step down from the dais towards the podium, and we will begin with the first annual award. This is an award that is given for the year 2017 as well as the year 2018. It is my pleasure to now have the Director General hand the award to Mr. Serge Tissot for his work in South Sudan in 2017 and honor him for his outstanding leadership in very difficult environments. The environment in which Serge was working along with his team was not an easy one in 2017, and I would like to be able to give the floor to Serge for him to say a few words.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, FAO colleagues, it has been a huge surprise to be selected as recipient for this prestigious award. I would like to thank the Director General for having given me the opportunity to lead the FAO team in South Sudan. First of all, I would like to share this award with my former team. The performance of the program in South Sudan is not from one single person, it's a teamwork. South Sudan has been very difficult. In 2017, we had a famine. We have been able to control the famine situation after a few months. We are operating in a very unsecure environment. 120 humanitarian workers have been killed over a period of 4 years in South Sudan. It was the worst situation in the world regarding humanitarian aid workers. FAO plays a critical role in food security, of course providing all the information on IPC in real time, also distributing agricultural input, not only seeds and tools. We have been distributing fresh milk, fish, vegetable to vulnerable people. It was a direct support to the producer and a direct benefit for vulnerable people. The program in South Sudan has been creative, promoting new logistic concepts to have rapid emergency response, for example, in swampy area. Despite the crisis, 50% of the budget was already focusing on longer-term activity. It's important to have a mix of emergency and resilience activity to improve the livelihood of people. In my current role, it will be unfair not to mention my new duty station, Somalia. All the Horn of Africa is facing again a serious drought. The entire region, including South Sudan, Somalia, and other countries, is already impacted by climate change. It's urgent to expand the international support to this region to avoid new disasters. All the sectors are covered by the FAO mandate. We need a better management of water. We need also to assist livestock sector. We need to introduce smart agriculture. It's much more important to invest now in local production than to wait later to distribute very expensive humanitarian assistance in IDP's camp. So thank you very much, and thank you for your future support.
Merci, Serge. The winner of the SEN Award for 2018, as the Director General has noted, is Salah Al-Hajj Hassan, FAO representative in Yemen. Salah is recognized for his exceptional contribution to food security, rural development, and humanitarian challenges in conflict-affected Yemen. Together, he and his team I'd like to invite Salah, if he wants, tfaddal, for a few words.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I should first acknowledge the presence of all of you, and especially the Yemen delegation headed by His Excellency the Minister of Agriculture and the permanent representative. I'm extremely honored to be selected for such a prestigious award, the BRSN Award. Indeed, grateful for the recognition I have received for my work, and very sure that every other nominee was a capable winner. Winning this award wouldn't be possible without the inspiration I have received from my seniors here in the HQ and the regional office and FAO Yemen colleagues, for all whom I have the most profound respect and from whom I have derived the strength and challenge to challenge myself and perform better at each stage. In 2013, the FAODG visited Yemen, which became a priority on his follow-up agenda on a daily basis. Soon after I began my assignment in 2014, there was a serious escalation of conflict in the country with a huge impact on the lives and livelihoods of the population. Ladies and gentlemen, in Yemen, more than 75% of the rural Yemeni population rely on agriculture for their survival. The need for a swift and robust organization-wide response was imperative. FAO scaled up its operation to save lives and livelihoods, and despite the huge challenges, FAO has been able to reach more than 6 million Yemenis in the last 5 years. While this should be a cause for celebration, I hesitate when I think of the many more who still need our support. It is my sincere hope that through joint efforts and pragmatic investments in the agriculture and food security sectors, we can scale up further this year to reach many more and to leave no one behind. Ladies and gentlemen, I read that you should keep a picture of your family on your office desk. This reminds you that there is another world of yours out there. However, in a non-family duty station like Yemen, where so many families' lives have been shattered, family keeps our thoughts grounded and help us to differentiate between having a life and having a career. On that note, I would like to recognize the presence of my wife, Hanan, accompanied by Samaya, our daughter. Thank you for your assistance and patience. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Shukran, Salah. And can we ask the two ladies to stand up so we can acknowledge them for letting Salah do the work that he is able to do? Thank you very much. Our next award is the Burma Award, which recognizes the important role that the media plays in the fight against hunger. It is presented every 2 years to journalists or groups of journalists from around the world who have brought food security and rural development issues to the attention of various audiences, including the general public. I'd like to announce and ask first that the winner is the editorial team of El País. El País stood out as an attractive and active and consistent in its communication on important issues around a global hunger and nutrition through its various platforms, innovative and as well as print. I would like to welcome now to the stage the Deputy Director and Managing Editor Jan Martinez Arens, who will be awarded on behalf for his team. If you would like to say a few words, please.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor for El País to receive an award that bears the name of a man who was so committed to seeking solutions for food crisis, the agricultural engineer and director of FAO, Adeke Hendrik Boerma. Today, June 26, 2019, hunger is still news. Well into the 21st century, over 800 million people are still hungry, and dark clouds continue to loom on the horizon. The alarming state of the climate and the drought, conflict and ravages that it brings along threaten to extend the scourge of hunger. We cannot forget that the journalistic job is to provide an account of reality. Hunger and malnutrition, plus their solutions, are part of our reality. Everything moves around us, but sometimes it's hard to look beyond our immediate concerns. Political disputes and crises in the First World often led us to neglect the fact that hunger exists. While we are circling around our little trifles, there are people living in a state of misery. We cannot forget this. We must not forget this. Journalism is an instrument full of future. It is a weapon of knowledge that must be used to fight against oblivion and inequality. At El País, a daily that from the onset has been committed to human rights and democracy, we have always had this struggle present. We were also aware that our efforts were wanting. That's why in 2014, we decided to create Planeta Futuro. This section of our journal is fully dedicated to informing on sustainable development, social justice, and inequality. It is a unique case among the Spanish-language media. In our Planeta Futuro section, every day we publish news items on the states of the world, on the great challenges like poverty, global health, inequality, food safety, climate change, and how to solve them. For us, the 17 development goals are also journalistic goals. This is why we collaborate with FAO in various projects, in international events, courses and forums. And together last year, we published a collection of books under the heading The State of the Planet, reference works that are used in primary and secondary schools in Spain and Latin America. At El País, we understand journalism as a way of improving the life of citizens, not only in our own country, but throughout our entire world. Thank you for sharing this quest with us, and thank you for granting us this award. Thank you.
Gracias, Mr. Arens. We now move on to the Edward Sauma Award, where we have 2 winners. This award recognizes institutions for outstanding implementations of projects funded by FAO's Technical Cooperation Program. This year, the award is shared by 2 institutions, and the first one that will be awarded to the Ministry of Food and Security and Research in Pakistan. We have accepting for the ministry, Mr. Khurshid Ahmed, who, as the Director General has said, is the Animal Husbandry Commissioner. The ministry is being awarded for its exceptional work on the development and follow-up of an effective food and mouth disease control program in Pakistan. Veterinarian institutions built capacity of the staff and enhanced their productivity. Which led to a very large-scale vaccination campaign, and I just want to point out that it was across the country and it reduced new outbreaks by 97%. So thank you very much. Mr. Ahmed, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is a matter of great pride for Pakistan to be awarded the SOMA Award for the year 2018-19. Pakistan was able to achieve this honor due to the advances it made in controlling this communicable disease of the livestock with active collaboration of FAO. The foot and mouth disease is the most prevalent and infectious disease of livestock in Pakistan. For dairy farmers in Pakistan, FMD has been a persistent problem as it causes losses of animals, milk production, and has a high treatment cost. In Pakistan, we developed a national FMD program to control FMD outbreaks, improve the livestock by curtailing losses and increase overall productivity of livestock. The program focused on surveillance framework, training manpower, and providing vaccine for treating the infected animals. Ladies and gentlemen, we formulated our national FMD control program in consultation with all stakeholders. We strengthened 9 diagnostic laboratories, provided training to increase the knowledge of scientific staff on the latest development in diagnosis of FMD. We trained 533 government veterinarians, 477 government veterinary assistants, 55 senior government veterinary officials, 486 veterinary student and faculty members, and 57 staff members of private dairy companies. As a result of program, the field veterinary staff responded to all reported outbreaks. Over 111,475 animals were provided emergency vaccination. We ensured that all reported outbreaks were controlled by restricting the mobility of animals, treating sick animals, and using ring vaccinations. Extensive use of vaccine was done in high-risk areas like dairy colonies and milk sheds. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition, we provided booster doses for the infected animal. FMD was effectively controlled through the use of quality-assured vaccine containing appropriate FMD virus strains. We have also provided quality FMD vaccine to dairy farmers on a cost-share basis. For research and development, we have and are carrying out studies both in the initial and the second stage of vaccination. Our results reflect that clinical FMD can be effectively controlled by use of good quality vaccine in FMD hotspots like dairy colonies. Dear delegates, there is no doubt that we have made great strides in fighting FMD. But more needs to be done. The government of Pakistan has approved a project, Risk-Based FMD Control in Pakistan, for funding under Public Sector Development Program at a cost of rupees 763 million. FAO will implement this program under unilateral trust fund agreement. Ladies and gentlemen, the control of FMD has positively contributed towards food security in Pakistan. We hope to continue our collaboration with FAO in future to eradicate the menace of FMD. We would definitely require more potent vaccine training and research to counter this challenge. I would once again, on behalf of Government of Pakistan, thanks FAO for boosting the prestigious award of Pakistan. Thank you very much.
Shukriya, Doctor. As the Director General has said, unfortunately, the second winner of the award is the Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Resources of Rwanda. And the Minister could not be with us today as she had to head back, but the Ministry is being awarded for their project entitled Strengthening Youth Roles and Access in Agricultural Sector in Rwanda. It brings youth organizations, young farmers, and entrepreneurs into the agricultural sector. If I'm not mistaken, we have a few images of that meeting. I could be mistaken, though.
I want to really thank FAO for recognizing the efforts of the government of Rwanda in promoting youth inclusion in agriculture. And I want to thank our government, the government of Rwanda, for providing a platform for young people to come and try to thrive. But especially this goes to all of the young people who are looking at the opportunities that are into agricultural business, but also that are making agriculture cool and transforming it into a business rather than what used to be thought of being a job of a poor man. So now it is an exciting time to see that young people are looking at it as a business. So to all of the young people, they are the agents of change.
Thank you all very much. And as we have heard, indeed, the youth and the young people are the agents of change. So we're very happy to have that award. The next award is the Margarita Lizarraga Award, which recognizes people or organizations that have effectively applied the Code of Conduct for Responsible Fisheries. And this code was established at the FAO conference in 1995. This year's winner is the Norwegian Agency for Development Cooperation, and they are awarded for their work in the application of the ecosystem approach for fisheries through the research vessel, the Dr. Nansen. So I would like to invite Ambassador Inge Nordang, who is the permanent representative of Norway to the Rome-based agencies, to come and accept the award from the Director General. Ambassador, you have the floor.
Dear Director General, Excellency, and distinguished guests, on behalf of the Norwegian government and the Norwegian Agency for Development Cooperation, NORAD, I would like to offer our sincere thanks to the FAO for awarding the Margarita Lizarraga Medal to the Norwegian research vessel Dr. Fridtjof Nansen. It is indeed a great honor to be added to the list of previous deserving winners of this prestigious award. The research vessel Dr. Fridtjof Nansen is the main tool of the Nansen program, which has been running continuously since 1975. The program is implemented by FAO in close cooperation with the Norwegian Institute of Marine Research, and I would like to take this opportunity to equally thank and congratulate the FAO staff, the researcher from IMR, and the crew of Dr. Fridtjof Nansen for their invaluable contribution. And last but not least, I would like to thank the participating countries in the program. All the results of the program are due to the close collaboration with the partnering countries. The long-term objective of the program is sustainable fisheries, improve food and nutrition security for partner countries. We need a knowledge-based management to reach this goal. The present and third vessel, Dr. Fridtjof Nansen, is a brand new state-of-the-art research vessel which offers new opportunities to increase the knowledge on the marine ecosystems and support cooperation in fisheries research and management among developing countries concerned. To be designated this prestigious award is a great inspiration for Norway's and the Nansen program's future endeavors to support poverty reduction through sustainable management of the oceans. Let me add that it's a privilege for me personally to receive this award on behalf of NORAD, since I actually have been involved in this program for 30 years, and I've seen the life through all the 3 vessels. Thank you very much.
Tusen tak. Is that correct? Yes, very good. I would like to move now to the Jack Diouf Award, which is presented to individuals or institutions that have made a significant contribution to global food security. This year, we are pleased to announce that the Jack Diouf Award goes to a group of parliamentarians and former parliamentarians of Chile for spearheading the law on food labeling and advertising. As the Director General has noted, we are pleased to welcome to the podium Senador Girardi, who is the author of the law. Gracias, Senador. You have the floor if you would like.
Bueno, primero, estimado José Graciano, un afectuoso saludo a todas y a todas. Yo me siento muy agradecido a este premio, pero creo que si no hubiera sido por FAO y por OPS y OMS, hubiera sido muy difícil llegar a lograr esta ley que, evidentemente, como toda ley que busca regular grandes intereses económicos, ha sido una tarea larga. Esta ley empezó en el año 2007. Yo siempre digo que hay que tener paciencia y perseverancia y no cansarse, pero además para mí es un enorme incentivo para seguir luchando frente a un desafío que es mayor. José Graciano ha acuñado el término de hambre cero y el desafío es también, además del hambre cero, una malnutrición cero, porque los pobres del futuro van a ser obesos. Y no puede ser que los alimentos sean los principales causantes de enfermedades. Y yo pienso que eso es inaceptable. Los alimentos deberían ser un lugar, un espacio de convivencia, de salud, de afecto, de paz, pero no de enfermedad. Además, necesitamos cambiar esta mal rotulación de enfermedades crónicas no transmisibles, porque son las más transmisibles de todas y se transmiten a través de la publicidad. Los infartos, los accidentes vasculares, el cáncer, son evitables. Por eso que la ley chilena es muy sencilla, establece algo evidente, un derecho humano, el derecho a saber, porque la industria pone nutrientes altos en sal, grasa y azúcar dentro de los envases que las personas piensan que son saludables y no tienen cómo saber que están consumiendo alimentos chatarra. Además, esta ley prohíbe la publicidad a los niños. En Chile un niño veía 4.800 spots de comida chatarra al año. ¿Cómo se defiende un niño? Eso viola los derechos humanos de nuestros niños y niñas en el mundo entero. Pero lo interesante es que un país como Chile, un país pequeño en el fin del mundo, puede también colaborar a tener políticas públicas, políticas de Estado, que puedan ayudar a otros países. Y por eso yo quiero agradecer a José Graciano, porque para nosotros es un honor poder justamente colaborar a esto. Y los pobres del mundo van a ser obesos y es también una lucha social. Y quiero aprovechar para decir que esta ley fue posible a la alianza del Parlamento con la ciencia, que cuesta mucho. ¿Pero por qué es importante? Porque hay otros países que lo pueden lograr. No solamente Chile, otros países también pueden derrotar los intereses de las grandes empresas transnacionales y lograr anteponer la salud. Ya lo hicimos en Perú, lo hicimos en Uruguay, lo estamos haciendo en muchos países del mundo entero y eso yo creo que va en el bien de la humanidad. Quiero aprovechar de agradecer a los que nos ayudaron, a colegas parlamentarios, pero fundamentalmente a una persona, un Premio Nacional de Ciencias chileno, el doctor Ricardo Huawi, que sin su aporte hubiera sido imposible llegar hasta acá. Quiero también agradecer a todas las sociedades científicas que trabajamos codo a codo durante más de 10 años para lograr avanzar en esta ley. Y por último, decir que este premio se lo vamos a donar a las universidades chilenas, particularmente a la Universidad Pública de Chile, para seguir luchando justamente contra este mal en Chile y en cualquier rincón del planeta, en investigación y en promoción de una alimentación saludable. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. So that brings the FAO awards part, named after former colleagues as well as former director generals, to a close. And now we move into the International Innovation Award. As we said, this is the first ever International Innovation Award for sustainable food and agriculture. Together with FAO and the government of Switzerland, it is calling on individuals, private companies, and institutions to submit proposals. And I would like to call at this time His Excellency François Pitou, who is representative of Switzerland to the Rome-based agencies, to say a few words. Vous avez la parole.
Monsieur le directeur général de la FAO, Excellences ambassadeurs, mesdames, messieurs, chers amis, on m'a demandé d'être très bref, donc ceux qui me connaissent, des fois c'est un peu difficile, mais je vais essayer de l'être le plus bref possible. C'est un moment émouvant et un grand honneur pour moi de représenter aujourd'hui le gouvernement fédéral suisse à cette cérémonie de remise du premier prix international de l'innovation pour une alimentation et une agriculture durable. Je suis très heureux de partager ce moment avec vous, Monsieur le Directeur général Graziano da Silva, puisque nous arrivons tous les deux au terme de notre mandat. Vous, un mois plus tôt que moi, mais d'ici la fin de l'été, nous ne serons plus à Rome. Je voudrais commencer par remercier toutes les innovatrices et les innovateurs de par le monde qui ont participé en envoyant leurs dossiers. Nous en avons reçu plus de 400. Vu la qualité des projets, le choix a été difficile. J'aimerais ici saluer deux personnes qui ont joué un rôle clé dans la création de ce prix. Tout d'abord, Robert Gaille de la FAO, qui, lorsqu'il était secrétaire du comité de l'agriculture, dont j'étais à l'époque le président, a lancé l'idée d'un tel prix lors d'un brainstorming sur lequel on essayait de réfléchir comment rendre le comité de l'agriculture plus visible, augmenter son impact. Ensuite, monsieur l'ancien conseiller fédéral Johann Schneiderman, en tant qu'industriel, il est un fervent défenseur et promoteur de l'innovation comme moteur du développement durable. Il a tout de suite soutenu le projet et a annoncé officiellement la création du prix lors de son discours d'ouverture à l'occasion du comité de l'agriculture de la FAO l'an dernier. Son discours s'intitulait « Stimuler l'agriculture durable grâce à l'innovation ». Un bel exemple pour nous de collaboration win-win ou gagnant-gagnant en français entre mon pays et la FAO. Je ne vais pas maintenant m'étendre sur l'importance de l'innovation pour l'agriculture durable et l'alimentation. Nous en avons longuement discuté au cours de cette conférence. J'aimerais simplement résumer ceci en disant sans innovation, il n'y aura pas d'agenda 2030. Juste pour résumer toutes les discussions que nous avons eues. Les prix que nous attribuons ce soir récompensent et soutiennent pas des idées, mais la mise à grande échelle, le scaling up d'une idée innovatrice. Et souvent, on réalise, c'est la partie la plus difficile. Et les lauréats de ce soir devront revenir ici à Rome, on ne sait pas exactement quand, mais à nouveau pour présenter les progrès, la manière dont le prix a contribué à l'expansion de leur innovation. J'aimerais aussi, pour conclure, insister sur le fait que ce prix est lié au comité de l'agriculture. Je l'ai mentionné précédemment. Le président actuel, ambassadeur Remadi, que je salue, a d'ailleurs fait partie du comité de sélection. Cette année, le prix est exceptionnellement disons, accueilli par la conférence, mais la prochaine édition sera attribuée lors de la 42e session du COAG qui aura lieu en automne 2020. Alors j'aimerais conclure en souhaitant la bienvenue aux représentants des 3 lauréats des différents prix que nous allons attribuer ce soir, nos nouveaux ambassadeurs de l'innovation au service de l'agriculture et l'alimentation. Et vous verrez ce soir, avec les 3 prix qui ont été attribués, un exemple de la diversité de ce que l'innovation veut dire. Nous avons vu sur le film beaucoup de high-tech, mais l'innovation, ce n'est pas seulement le high-tech, c'est toutes sortes d'approches, d'un côté technologique, mais aussi de comment mieux valoriser les connaissances et pratiques traditionnelles. Merci de votre attention.
Merci, Monsieur l'Ambassadeur. This evening, we have the Innovation Award, which is divided in 2 categories. The first category recognizes successful approaches to digitalization and innovation for sustainable food systems. These innovations should have impact on more than one level of supply chain and strengthen the links between farmers and consumers. In alphabetical order, because we have 2, I'd like to first call Practical Action from Bangladesh. Mr. Azmul accepting the award. For those who don't know practical action, it is recognized for empowering landless and marginalized farmers through sandbar cropping and connecting producers to buyers through markets. Thank you, Mr. Chowdhury. If you'd like to say a few words.
Rome was not built in a day. Similarly, I had to wait 15 years from now to tell you a story of a golden magic ball. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I am extremely honored to be here representing my organization, Practical Action, and to accept this prestigious global award on behalf of our community, 20 million extreme poor who are struggling for their survivability for food, who are also engaged with a creative battle to overcome the challenges. Thank you, honorable juries and the organizations for choosing us for this global award. Regardless of religion or philosophy, there is no greater calling than to help uplift our fellow men. In the community of nations, we are our brothers and sisters' keeper. In the community, if this were not true, we would be indeed a humanity lacking heart and soul. We would not deserve the scared duty of caretaker of our planet. And at no time in the history has this mantle of responsibility been more difficult and challenging, but at the same time offering an opportunity to reach for the stars. We must do so. Our children's lives depend on it. In my native Bangladesh, 20 million people live in extreme poverty. There are over 800 million hungry mouths around the modern world. In the next couple of decades, by 2050, 9 billion people will inhabit in this planet. How will we feed them? This is a question that must be answered now. In the future, it is too late. The founder of Practical Action, E.F. Schumacher, had a dream to see a world free of hunger and injustice. With this thought in mind, that 15 years ago, I glanced over the barren sandbar left by monsoon flooding in northern Bangladesh and had an eureka moment. What if crops could be grown on this barren sandbar which had zero fertility? Practical Action conquered this crazy vision, and we went to work. Today, it is a glorious sight to see thousands of pumpkins and other high-value crops are growing from the sand with help of simple, low-cost technology, compost, and seeds placed in pits. We call the model Pumpkin Against Poverty, a vehicle for change and a technical tool for socioeconomic transformation. The project has transformed the lives over 20,000 households to date. And using a technology called sandbar cropping that allows pumpkin to be grown on sandy, barren riverbeds left behind when floodwater recedes. Training people in new skills means that people can grow over 1,000 pumpkin a season, and the gain can be used to rebuild their homes, sending their children to school, buy livestock, and become more resilient to changing climate. On the back of this award and huge success to date, an appeal to hope, we are calling on others to scale up this indigenous innovation and solution to bring about wider change across Bangladesh, South Asian countries, and some parts of Africa, where people are struggling for food security. Practical Action approach through appropriate technology based on the philosophy, small is beautiful. In summary, over a decade ago, it was a great war against extreme poverty and hunger. After a decade, now it is a victory over the causes. Amazingly, the families are now managing and generating 3,000 meals a day. In reality, the poor are feeding the world and the nation. I conclude with a final thought. The American President John F. Kennedy, on his inauguration speech, 20th January 1961, quote, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. And I will add what you can do personally for your fellow man." This is the lesson I used to give my children every day. Thank you so much. May God bless us.
Dhonobad. The second winner for the first category is Ima Flora from Brazil, the Institute of Forest and Agricultural Management and Certification. It is commended for successfully creating a digital platform and brand that links indigenous groups in Amazonia to new markets. I would like to now welcome Ms. Ana Gomitz, who is the manager of Imaflora, and she is joined by two of her colleagues who she will be introducing.
Es mucha emoción, ¿no? Yo voy a compartir mi charla con Bepnoti y voy a empezar diciendo que este premio no es solamente de nosotros, es de una red donde estamos acá representando un grupo muy grande de productores, comunidades tradicionales y empresas que hacen parte de esta solución para los productos de la biodiversidad brasileña. Bueno, es un placer recibir ese premio en nombre de la iniciativa Origens Brasil. Es una red multisectorial lanzada en 2016, formada por productores, empresas, consumidores, instituciones y organizaciones locales comunitarias que pretende cambiar la forma tradicional, convencional de se hacer negocios con productos de la biodiversidad en Brasil. Bueno, a través de herramientas con tecnología, comunicación y una actuación en red, buscamos promover la valorización de la biodiversidad de los pueblos tradicionales e indígenas, conectando productores con consumidores e impulsionando relaciones comerciales más éticas, sin intermediarios y más justas. La iniciativa es muy joven, fue lanzada en 2016, tiene solamente 3 años, pero ya estamos ampliando año a año. Hoy somos más de 1.500 productores, miembros de esta iniciativa, de más de 36 etnias que hablan diferentes idiomas. Son 40 organizaciones comunitarias locales, 14 empresas trabajando juntos para la valorización de los pueblos y para escalonar una economía más descarbonizada y que pueda mantener los bosques de pie. Este premio, concedido pela FAO e pela Confederación Suiza, tem um significado muito especial para nós. E é um reconhecimento importante para a Amazônia e para seus pueblos. Incluso em este momento tão difícil que está passando em Brasil, onde temos um gravíssimo retrocesso das políticas socioambientales, com prejuízos e ameaças para os pueblos e seus bosques. O Origens Brasil atualmente é financiado 100% pelo Fundo Amazônia. É um importante fundo de conservação da Amazônia que tem permitido escalonar iniciativas como estas, capazes de conciliar produção com preservação, mas que estão seriamente ameaçadas de continuidade em função das políticas atuais. A continuidade do Fundo Amazônia, aportando recursos e ações de interesse da conservação de los bosques e da valorização de los pueblos tradicionales indígenas, é fundamental para hacer emergir e acelerar inovações como estas, que sejam capazes de contribuir com os objetivos de desenvolvimento sustentável do milênio e de reconhecer o importante papel de los pueblos tradicionales indígenas como guardianes históricos de esses bosques tropicales, patrimônio não solamente de los brasileños, mas de toda a humanidade. Muitas graças. Obrigada.
Muito boa tarde, meu nome é Premio Atujale, liderança Povo Caiapó, coordenador Associação Floresta Protegida, organizações que representam 31 comunidades de Caiapó, região sudeste da Amazônia. Amuklimet, Inidi Benebem Nyoti Atujale, liderança indígena Caiapó, representa 31 Caiapó, sudeste, Amazônia brasileira.
I'm Bebmioti Atujari, a Caiapó leader from southeastern Brazil and the coordinator of Protected Forest Association, an organization which represents 31 Caiapó communities.
Yakam, ikaben kaji, ye Caiapó, nindi kodbid ikaben kaji kit. Kati apui, me bengo kre kaben jali, pukakam, bayan, nindi kodneba ikaben kaji. Brasil kam, me ye, origem Brasil kam ye, amim moya malian, nim kute me ikot kangoin ba me ye amim, moya ijape, jamai bin malian, neba me, ima ba me plam.
However, I'm here not on the behalf of my people, of the Caiapó people, but on the behalf of 36 different ethnic groups and traditional people that are part of the Origins Brazil network, to an initiative that has helped us to give visibility and to tell the history of the struggle to protect our forests.
Xingukam, pukaka me alibayan, bua, boyane kuben, kumkuni obiken plam, game apali malup, omu, ne aye, me ikot kangoin ba me ye boyan, putala anka jinyum bua boyan, ale me kunibi.
I'm from the Xingu, one of the regions with the greatest deforestation pressure in the entire Amazon region. Today, the result of our work, of the struggle to protect our forests, can be seen from the space. While within our territories, the forest stills, outside, everything has been cleared.
Bokam, me, alibayane, me ima, me kumleng, kameye, inyoko krenjat, ijumali meine, kamali bakaj. Nibe me bakunine me bae mali. Na, bichajolo, apun bokam bichajolo yan. Região, centro-oeste, me sudeste, kamna, bichajolo yan. Namle na mumba me bo, yan kunibi nimle namle. Me kute apun, jol, kreo bayan kamle na mirin kene. Yani klebi, ne, me kute apei onde weni peit. Madeireira me, garimpeiro me inho, me ikukam, meia obiken kadi, ba obiken kadi.
Our forests are important not just to us, but to many more people. And we know, for example, that the southeastern and central western regions of Brazil, where the main agricultural producers are, depends on the forests we protect.
Fundo Amazônia Campio Caprinde, Poca de Nonoya, Jagumea Ben Kot Kangon, Gearek, Bame, Cadinona Ancadi, Nibenam, Governo, o Marijakam, Kuteme a Pei Pumuinketkam, Kutemei Kukrajau a Peine, Boa a Peine, Fundo Amazônia ao API Cadiale. Governo Nenhanyale, Nimjagume Bakuni, Malimeine, Nimalek me Bamanonokit, Nimalub Governo, o Marijanu Kamalup, Ministério no Império. E dibe Ministério do Desmatamento.
The Amazon Fund is today the most important funding for the forest people and needs to be valued and strengthened. However, unfounded attacks on the Amazon Fund, as well on the rights of indigenous people and on environmental policies, are coming from the Brazilian government itself. If deep changes are not urgently made in the way our government is dealing with environmental issues, it will be necessary to create a new ministry, the Ministry of Deforestation.
Ikaben oinole ne ba mea kunima amuklime chane na lumi kaben oinole.
Thank you very much for your attention.
Obrigado. Thank you very much.
Just for the last prize, I will let my colleague, Madeleine Kaufmann, to replace me to give the prize, which will be presented now.
So now you will know why Ambassador would like this to happen. It's because this is the last category for this evening, second category for the Innovation Award. It is for innovation that empowers youth in agriculture and food systems. The winner of this category is the International Institute for Tropical Agriculture in Nigeria. We have Ms. Evelyn Unsi, who is the interim head of the Youth in the Institute's Agribusiness Office, to accept the award. The Institute is awarded for establishing an agribusiness program for youth agripreneurs. Evelyn, if I may, you have the floor.
Wow. Thank you very much. And is it safe to say that we save the best for the last? So again, I'm very much excited. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the youth agripreneurs of the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, IITA, I'm extremely honored to receive this prize as winner in Category B of the Innovation Award for Sustainable Food and Agriculture. IITA Youth Agripreneurs, IYA, is grateful to have been recognized as an innovation that empowers youth in agriculture and food systems, and chosen among other qualified nominees. We sincerely appreciate the government of Switzerland and the Food and Agriculture Organization for contributing to our success story. Since IYA's establishment in 2012, we have grown tremendously, providing support to strengthen youth participation in agricultural transformation through agribusiness. It started as one group in Nigeria, but the initiative has expanded to 10 African countries, reaching thousands of youth. IYA has implemented incubation to strengthen the role of youth in agriculture and food systems. Our long and short-term strategies have aided in empowering African youth towards self-employment through agribusiness. IYA has made substantial progress towards this end. And this award for us is a call to do more towards advancing youth in agribusiness and preparing young people along the agricultural value chains. This award in particular will enable us to expand to the Republic of Benin in West Africa and empower more youth towards establishing sustainable agribusinesses to enhance employment opportunities and promote food production. Well, we have achieved all this through the mentorship and support of various organizations and individuals. But you permit me to recognize the support of the IITA Director General in person of Dr. Interian Saginga, who would have loved to be here, but for other reasons is not available. He founded the program, and to him we're grateful. We thank the IYA program advisors and the IITA family back home in Nigeria, and That's where our headquarters is, and then we're present in over 16 locations in Africa. We also appreciate our collaborators, donors, and partners. To mention a few, the African Development Bank, the International Fund for Agricultural Development, the African governments. Well, this award is dedicated to all youth in the agriculture and food systems across the world, especially in Africa. We have started a revolution, and yes, we can achieve more. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Evelyn. And now I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here with us today as we celebrate the achievements of individuals, institutions, organizations, and others who contribute to a zero-hunger world. We'd also like to thank all of you for celebrating innovation, young, old, small, big, all kinds. Together we can do it to not leave anyone behind. SDG 17 is about doing things in partnerships as well as together. Thank you all for being here today. I'd like to invite you for refreshments on the 8th floor, but before that, a group photo with the awardees, the Director General. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for your contributions.